Check it out. Look, we from the bottom, ain't no problems, we gon' make a way. Got no coach on the field, but we making plays. Hey, look, don't worry, we gon' be okay. Hey, look, why? Cause we gon' make them pay. We from
What it is, what's going down, sports fans, gamblers, hustlers, cappers, all around the world. It's your boy, United Dave. What the fuck you been at? And you know I took England, bro. Stop playing with me. Easy money. I tried to tell LJ this morning to jump on England, but he didn't want to listen. My bad. Back to the intro. What's going down? What's the deal? What's up with it? It's your boy, Marley Bets, with another episode of Brothas in Bets coming at you live, and I am drunk. So, had a business meeting with the partners today, discuss some business ventures, future business plans. Me and my niggas, we had a little spot. We had some drinks. Oh yeah, I'm gonna shout this out. Shout out Lost and Found. You know what I'm saying? A little spot downtown. Drinks, excellent. The waitresses look good. 50-cent wings. Marley, don't do that Casper shit again, man. It wasn't Casper shit, bro. I had to go see my family. It was Father's Day. I had to go see my old man. I tried to do a show. I did one show when I got there, but shit, it was fucking hard, man. I haven't been home I haven't been back where I was born in like 6 years. So it was just fucking hard to try to go see everybody and do the show. So I had to take a couple days off. But I'm back, Dave. I'm gonna do shows in Miami when we go to Miami, so don't worry about that. You know what I'm saying? We go hit it. Hebrew Prince, what's up? I see you. Thanks on that Astros. Hey, Astro, I'm so mad that I didn't go all in on the Astros last night. And I'm watching it because I got my pool thing on Monday. So I'm at the bar watching this shit. I dropped like 2 units or maybe a unit and a half, 150. And I'm looking at that whole like, why the fuck didn't I go all in on this shit, dog? It was like 5-0, second or third inning. Fucking what, 10-0 LJ's what the game ended at? I think 10-3, 10-1. Like, yeah, like, so that was easy money. Hebrew Print, we got Marley. Low-key Clippers could have actually won, but no answer for D-Book. Yeah, that's go. I mean, coulda, woulda, shoulda, Shit. I don't care what they could have done, My boy put 500 on the, I think, on what? On the Suns? Oh, on the Stros? No, not -2.5. On the Suns that day? Fair enough. Ben Simmons put me on a timeout, lost bread on Philly. I took 7, Dave. I don't know how you could give up 7 on that game. That's way too many fucking points. Do I think the Clippers are still frauds? That's a good question, Hebrew Prince. I think I called the Bucks frauds, but my disdain for the Clippers have more so to do with Paul George and his playoff piece shit and what he did to Doc. Now, I think if anybody can go back and look at any of our videos since like Dallas game 5, I've given PG credit. Like PG been balling. I'm not a hater, bro. I'm gonna give credit where credit is due. And since like game, 4 or 5 in the Dallas series, PG been balling. And I can't take nothing away from him. And I'll tell you this, game 6, I think, against Utah, one of those games, when the first game Kawhi was missing, before that, I would have told anybody, this nigga Paul George is going to trash. He going to let you down. Do not put your money on. As a matter of fact, I told Moneyline this, and Moneyline took the Clippers Moneyline, and I had to come on the show the next day and shout out Moneyline. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to give the credit where credit is due, but I still don't fuck with the shit he said to Doc Rivers, just like I don't fuck with what Doc Rivers did to Ben Simmons after the game. Like, you don't say shit like that to the media, bro. Like, I don't fuck with Doc saying, like, Ben not the guy or whatever he said after the game about Ben Simmons. Like, bro, you don't say that shit to us. Like, you've been riding with him the whole season, so ride with him now. Don't turn your back on him to the public. Like, whatever you got to say, like, I'm a big believer in keep all messy shit in-house, dog. So I don't care if you Doc, a black coach or a white coach, Hispanic, whatever. Like family business is family business, period. So I don't fuck with that kind of shit. But yeah, man, nigga balling. So you know what I'm saying? Can't say nothing. Hey, can't say nothing about it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Give credit where credit is due. LJ, you got anything for yesterday, bro? Oh, did I introduce you, LJ? I've just been rambling, bro. My bad. Hey, let me run that back. I'm here with my partner, my guy, or definitely a featured guest, if not the fourth, fifth member of Brothers and Bets, Mr. LJ from Houston of the Raw Word Sports Podcast. What's going down, LJ?
What's going on, brother? I want to know, can you hear me?
I can barely hear you. So, people, do y'all hear LJ, or is that kind of on my end? I need some help.
Mic check, 1, 2. But now, far as you said yesterday,
LJ, you're good.
I'm good.
I got my boy listening to you right now, standing next to me, and they say they hear you.
Okay,
so,
cool. I don't have to
clearly,
hear.
Let's go. What you got?
All right. Well, I want to talk about Milwaukee and Brooklyn because I haven't been on the show since that series ended. So I just want to know, did Giannis show you anything different that proved that he could possibly carry a team to a championship? Or is the excuse is Brooklyn got hurt? Is that the excuse I'm going to hear?
Hell no. No.
Okay.
The Bucks are frauds.
Okay.
They
so why
simply won this series because I agree. Because Kyrie and James Harden was hurt.
So that's
they can't say it. I'm gonna say it though. Now, what I will say is this: Chris Middleton showed up. And I'm a Chris Middleton. I doubt that boy all the time. I feel like he should be a lot better than what he's been. But now the last like 3 games of that Brooklyn series, boy showed up. But that's what I have been expecting from him. He has the skill set. But honestly, he's soft. And it took PJ Tucker, who I don't give credit for stopping Durant because he did not stop him. All that, he made every basket tough. He had 49, so I don't know how tough the baskets were. But he did change the mentality of the team. He's not going to let them quit. Like, yeah, he got 49, but we out here fighting. Tucker a real nigga. You know what I'm saying? So I'll give Tucker that credit. He kind of changed that mentality. Because Chris Middleton's soft. I won't call Giannis soft, but like, Chris Middleton and maybe even Drew Holiday to an extent, those are tough players, you know what I'm saying, which can change the mentality of your team. But at the end of the day, do I think like if the Brooklyn Nets were healthy, that same Bucks team, do they beat them? No fucking way. I mean, they barely got by with just KD and an injured ass James Harden who couldn't even drive to the goal. I don't think the last 2 games we ever saw James Harden drive to the goal. And like that's what he does. He drives and gets free throws. How many free throws did we see him shoot in the last 2-3 games? I mean, he led the league in free throws for like 3-4 years. So clearly he's injured. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Giannis, Chris Middleton, and Drew, you can't beat KD. If you can't beat KD by himself, then you know you're not a contender. So yeah, you should. But if that team was healthy, do I think for 1 second that fraudulent ass Buck team? Fuck no, they frauds. Hell no. But Middleton stepped up, give him his credit. You know what I'm saying? Won't take nothing from that. I think they should beat the Hawks, but to be honest with you, I'm tired of underestimating the Hawks. So I really don't know because I underestimated them against Philly. I thought they would lose a tough series to New York, so I won't say I underestimated them. That could have went anyway, but I definitely underestimated them against Philly.
Yeah,
and I'm kind of scared to underestimate them again.
Because you said Trae Young was not going to average 29 and 10.
Trae Young, what?
You said before the series, you said Trae Young will not average 29 points and 10 assists.
Right.
And he did.
That's what I'm saying. And I I don't want to make the same mistake again and underestimate them. I was wrong. I thought Ben Simmons and Thias, what's his name? Thibault Mathis, whatever.
Yeah.
Danny Green, according to PJ, according to coach, Danny Green is like the most important player on the team. So, I expected them boys to shut Trae Young down. I won't necessarily say shut him down, but yeah, you're right. I definitely did not think he would average 29 points and 10 assists. And that's why I said, to be honest with you, as a matter of fact, great segue, LJ. Let's jump into it. Great fucking segue. As a matter of fact, I'm taking the 7 just because I think it's too many fucking points. And to be honest with you though, but I don't know what we're gonna get. It's game 1. I expect the Bucks to win, but I thought I expected Philly to beat Atlanta game 1. Then I also expected Philly to beat Atlanta game 7.
You also expected Brooklyn to beat Milwaukee.
Say his name and he is summoned.
You also expected Brooklyn to beat Milwaukee.
I mean, but when I made that prediction, they were healthy. So,
but my thing is this: when I was arguing, debating,
because I do remember you calling me like, or us talking after game. Us talking like after game 4 or 5, you weren't as confident about that Bucks pick.
Because I said that they had to
now that they
better.
won, you seem a little braggadocious, like you were super confident the whole time, and I kind of don't like that a little.
But okay, so I didn't take the Bucks for the series.
No, you did. At any point in my little soliloquy, I don't think I said you didn't take the Bucks. All you gotta do is when I say something false, just stop me and say that's wrong. Other than that, let me go, because I speak nothing but facts, sir.
But
I don't come out here with false equivalents and things that I'm just grasping out of thin air.
Mm-hmm.
I know for sure me and you had a conversation around game 4 to 5, maybe 6, somewhere around that range.
It was 5.
And your confidence level in the Bucks might have went from like game 1, it was here. It was high. You was arguing with me and Chris, and I felt that whole deflate. And then now it seems like since they won, now you want to be, with the bravado, like you was right. And I'm just saying, you were right, LJ. The Bucks won.
I was right.
But what I am going to say is, it's simply because Kyrie got hurt, and
that's the only reason why Brooklyn lost. That's the only reason. That's the only reason why Brooklyn lost was Kyrie got hurt.
Yes, that's
it didn't have nothing with KD playing all the minutes. It didn't have nothing with Steve Nash not trying to call a timeout to get his team motivated. None of that stuff mattered. Only because Kyrie got hurt is why Brooklyn lost.
Yes,
that is false. Because it's a whole lot of reasons why they lost that series.
They barely. It took them 7 games with just KD. So you add 2 top 10 NBA players, and you think that doesn't change anything? Stop it. I'm not even gonna argue the point. Hawks and Bucks -7 over under 226, because this is a ridiculous argument. Like, you're adding 2 top 10 players. If you think that doesn't affect the game, I'm not even gonna argue that. I'm not even gonna waste my time arguing that point. I will agree with you that Steve Nash got out coached. Yes. That if that would have been Tyronn Lue or whoever, but I still understand that it's his first fucking year. And his roster was fucking injured. He was missing 2 of his top 3 players. And they're in the semifinals or semi-conference finals or whatever, playing against a championship contender. Do I expect them to win? Fuck no. Let's be 100% real. Like, I don't like debating like bullshit. If we go talk, I don't mind saying I'm wrong. Just like about Philly. Like, I was wrong. I don't have no problem with that. But I'm not going to debate bullshit. If you want to tell me, oh yeah, I still think they could have won if they had James and Kyrie, that's an argument. Not denying that, but we're not going to say that James Harden and Kyrie not being there didn't make a huge difference. That's all.
That's not the only reason, though. I never said it didn't make a difference. That's not the only reason.
I'll agree with you with that, though. It's not the only reason.
Giannis stepped up when he had to, and he performed.
I'll
he
say
hit
Chris
free
Middleton
throws.
stepped up.
No,
I don't know about
Giannis.
I think Giannis did what he always does,
and he made clutch baskets when he needed to. If you go back and watch the game, you will see.
Middleton stepped up. I think Giannis did what he always did. I think without Middleton stepping up, they probably don't win that series. Not to say against Giannis. I mean, he averaged fucking 30 and whatever he averaged. So I'm just saying that's what you expect from Giannis. You know what I'm saying? What we didn't expect was Chris Middleton stepping up in the way he did. So I think that was key. I still think Budenholzer damn near got out coached because a lot of the moves he made, like, they weren't good moves. Like, we were questioning his moves game 5 and game 6. So, but you know, hey, they won. I don't want to take nothing away from the Bucks.
Mm-hmm.
They won, and it wasn't easy. And you know, even though James Harden and them, KD's still a monster to deal with, I actually think that boy showed. I'm kind of with Magic. Like, we might see that passing from LeBron to KD to the best player currently right now. Because, I mean, I'm not saying LeBron is on a downslope, but I'm just saying based off what we saw these playoffs, and I've always been a big KD fan, but you know what I'm saying? That guy, man.
I wouldn't even compare KD to LeBron.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you, bro. We might have been wrong because the guy, KD, bro, what he showed those last like 3 games, bro, like offensively, like, I mean, it was like fucking poetry in motion, bro. Like, it was art. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was unstoppable. Some of those shots, bro, it was just like I feel like the only reason he missed that last shot is just because he was really tired. It was short. He was fatigued, but like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, y'all ain't missing nothing, man. We really just now about to get into the first game. Nobody missed nothing. I got the Hawks plus 7. That's the only thing that's been announced so far. Hawks plus 7. I got Bucks money line first half though, if anybody cares. And it's not my recommended play. I got the Hawks plus 7 just because I think it's too many points, and I'm tired. Me personally, I'm not underestimating the Hawks until I see them get drove, bro.
Don't they play tomorrow?
Coach, I see you moving. Man, let me come out and come in because y'all are low and everybody else say they can hear y'all. So
LJ,
I'm going to come out and come back in.
LJ.
Yes, Coach, I can hear you, sir. Loud and
clear. Yeah, maybe it's me. I'm going to come out and come in.
Don't they play tomorrow?
Yeah, they do play tomorrow. I was trying to understand why was we doing this game anyway, but I want to talk about the Brooklyn and Bucks. That's what I want to talk about.
I came in at the right moment when Mark was talking.
Because you see what I'm saying? I knew the excuses was going to be, thrown out there.
But all I was trying to get at was
mic check 1 2 1 2. You want beef with the king? What is you gonna do? Yo, mic check.
Hold on, that shit robotic. Hold on,
Coach, you robot, but normally that robot come in. LJ.
Yes.
I think I just need to turn my headphones on, dog. Let's rock with that. I can hear Marley, but not Coach.
Mic check.
Yes.
Mic check 1 2 1 2. Okay, LJ, I hear you now. I hear you, Coach.
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear.
I gotta say with the headphones. I can say, what's up?
Because I got on right when I was getting on, you was like, PJ talking about Danny Green, the best the best cheese and sliced bread. And I was like, you sure right. That's exactly why I'm getting on now. Nah, the point I was making.
Oh, you got on. So you got on when you heard that.
No, because I was listening to it in the car, and I was like, all right, let me get on it. The next thing you know, boom.
Let me get on.
And I said, okay, this is definitely a sign to get on. Get on his ass. He wasn't the important piece but he was a big miss factor. The point I was trying to say is he's an important piece when it comes to vocal leadership and veteran music. That's what the shit out of it. And I still believe he would have dropped some of those spots. Now, this Brooklyn and Bucks talk that we talking about, bro.
Yeah.
Every time they went to Milwaukee, the NBA and the refs was in that pockets, dog. Especially Game 3. Hey, man, so they can sit there and say they watched Game 3 and thought that was an honest call game. You know what I'm saying? So that easily could have been 3-0 right there. 3-0.
I know LJ thinks differently. I personally feel a healthy Nets destroy the Bucks. Personally, man, they struggled 7 games with just KD by himself, literally. Joe Harris wasn't doing shit. Go ahead.
Can I say something? Y'all keep saying if Brooklyn was healthy. They wasn't healthy all year. So what made everybody expect them to be healthy going into these playoffs to try to play a 7-game series? That's what I don't understand.
I don't think that was the question. If you would have asked me,
but I mentioned that though when we talked about it before they started. I said, Marley, y'all don't think that the fact they haven't played?
That's not what I'm saying. So listen, you're asking. My point is, when healthy, the Nets are the better. That's all I said. I'm not making.
When have they showed us that though?
Who's that?
I'm trying to understand. What are you arguing?
When have the Nets showed us that they could be healthy in order to
I understand that question, but what are you arguing? I understand
You're saying that if they were healthy, they would have beat the Bucks.
Right.
So when have they showed us that they were able to be healthy?
James Harden never.
They didn't have Harden, right? They didn't have Harden.
So when you ask me a question, do you want me to answer or do you want me to let you talk first? Because you asked me when have they shown us they were healthy. Is that the question?
Yeah, that's the question. When
because you kept talking, but you kept talking after that, so I didn't know if it was a question or a statement. All right, so James Harden, throughout his career, relatively, has been healthy. So why would I think that he wouldn't be healthy? Because this team has only been together 1 year, LJ. You're making it seem like they've been together for 7 years. And when have they all been healthy? It's only been 1 year. So, I mean, it's hard for me to say when have they. I can look at them individually and look at their career and be like, relatively, they've been healthy. If we're just going to base it off.
That's wrong.
James Harden and Kevin Durant, relatively throughout their careers, have been healthy.
No.
I think Kevin Durant missed 1 or 2 seasons, maybe.
He missed 2 seasons when he had the foot injury, and then he missed a season with the Achilles.
2 seasons. How many seasons has he been in the league?
He also had if you have more than 3 or 4 surgeries throughout your career, you're considered you're considered injury prone.
Who says that? I've never heard that before in my life. Like, I've literally never heard that statement before in my life.
Oh, okay, Coach. Can I ask you a question? Is Coach there? Oh, he's not there. So if you ask somebody,
never heard that before.
If you consistently have to get surgeries, that means
you didn't say consistently. You didn't say consistently. You said 2. You put a specific number on it.
4. I said 4, like 3 or 4.
No, you said 2 or 3.
What was the question, LJ?
Okay, this is the question, Coach.
You said 2 or 3.
If throughout your career, if you have maybe like 2 or 3, possibly 4 major injuries, that considers you injury prone, right?
But that's not the question. That's not the question. So, Coach, the question primarily is, would you consider Kevin Durant injury prone? Because that's what we was talking about. Throughout his whole career, I don't think he's injury prone. He had like 2 years that he missed from the foot early in OKC.
But you said
if you want to count Kyrie, I'll give you injury prone. I'll give you that. I'll give you him.
But you also just said that their team has been relatively injury prone. You was including Kyrie.
What? Say that again.
You just said that they have relatively throughout their career have not been injury prone, and I said that's wrong.
With the exception of Kyrie, I'm telling you, you're right. Kyrie is injury prone. I'm admitting that. I'm admitting that Kyrie is injury prone. I'm going to admit when I'm wrong, bro. I have no problem admitting when I'm wrong. I agree with you. Kyrie is injury prone, but James Harden and Kevin Durant, I don't think they have that tag.
Nah, Durant.
But the fact that James Harden had a hamstring pulled throughout the later part of this season, how did we expect that he would be healthy enough to play?
But I'm trying to understand, what are you arguing?
I brought that point up that they were going to eventually self-destruct.
Who said you? That's not a self-destruct. They got hurt.
That's a self-destruct. You self-destruct yourself by getting hurt.
Ben Simmons self-destructed. That's a self-destruct.
Okay, coach. Self-destruction is injury too?
I don't understand how self-destruction can be injury.
Hold on.
I don't know. Did you play sports, bro?
Yes, I did.
And when you got hurt, people was like, you self-destructed?
If the whole team, like I said, if you have more than one player on your team getting hurt, like James Harden and Kyrie were.
Right, but I've never heard nobody use injury as self-destruction. I don't care how many times they got hurt. I've never heard self-destruction and injury correlated.
This is specifically what I said before the series. I said
that no, I'm not gonna let you do that. Nobody said that you didn't say they wouldn't be injured. Nobody said that. That's not what we're arguing.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, if you can rewind me some statements where I said, LJ, you never said they was going to be healthy. That's never been the argument.
But that's what came to fruition, though.
But nobody said that didn't.
But I'm just trying to tell you that can't be an excuse because that cannot be an excuse for them to lose.
But who using it as one? I said,
you just said if they would have been healthy, they would have won.
Right. That's an excuse or what I believe to be as an effect?
That's an excuse.
I don't think that's an excuse. No, I just think if they were healthy, they would have won. I don't think that's an excuse.
Okay. You just said they were one possession away from winning.
Right. So that means that's an excuse? I'm just trying to understand, bro. I don't think that's an excuse. I think that's a fact, or what I believe to be a fact.
Okay, what about the fact that Kevin Durant had to play all those minutes? He was tired. He was gassed. That's why
I said it was. That's what I'm saying. That's why I feel like if they were healthy, they would have won because they barely beat.
What about using more players on your bench? Why did Steve Nash only use 7 or 8 players? He had more players on the bench.
Do I get to answer the question?
Answer that question. Answer that question.
Okay, because they probably suck. That's what my point is. Wow. If they had Harden in them, I felt like they would have won, but they didn't, so they lost. I mean, I don't think it's an excuse. It's just they didn't have the guys, so they lost regardless. They barely beat KD by himself.
Okay, we can move on.
I mean, like,
hold on.
I mean, that's like me saying if AD wasn't hurt, the Suns wouldn't have beat the Lakers in 5. And maybe it went to 7, and who knows who would have won. That's all I'm saying. Like,
hold on.
I don't know.
Just like we say, if Chris Paul wouldn't have got hurt, we would have beat Golden State and went to the finals.
Right.
We don't know that for sure, though. We don't know that. We're just.
I said you can call it an opinion. I said it's my opinion.
It's an excuse.
I don't think it's an excuse. That's just what happened. Like, it's just a fact. The fact is he got hurt, and the fact is they won. Those are the facts. The opinion is, I think if that wouldn't have happened, then we have a different result. But the fact is, they got hurt and they won. I don't think that's an excuse.
Okay.
And I think the correlation you're trying to make with like, that's not an excuse. That's the reason. But you're trying to make the correlation with injury and self-destruct. I've never heard of those two things correlating with each other. Like, I've heard injury prone. Niggas are injury prone. They get hurt often, but like, you don't self-destruct. A self-destruction is Ben Simmons the other day. Nigga going to the free throw line choking. Nigga choking in the fourth quarter. That's self-destruction. Being scared to shoot. Mentally, you fucked up. Self-destruction.
The definition of self-destruction is the act of hurting or killing yourself. Right. I don't agree that injuries. And when it comes to the sports, because you can't, self-destruction does have an injury definition, but you're injuring yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like cutting.
Are you injuring yourself? What if somebody injures you?
Hold on. When you're injuring yourself, like you have no control over it.
Right, you have no control.
You have no control over injury. Right. So I understand what you're trying to say, LJ, but that's a different definition of just the injuries. Self-destruction is like in-house, in-house shit that
right.
as a
We
team.
argue with the coach. We fighting with the coach. We fighting with each other.
We bucking the game plan and shit like that. That's one thing. Y'all niggas asked me a bunch of questions, but I could never answer them. That's one. Two, do I think Kevin Durant is injury prone? Yes, because even when he was when they were the Seattle Supersonics, he got injured for an extended amount of time. He had a season-ending career. He had a season-ending injury in OKC. Okay. Hold on, let me finish. Go ahead. He got hurt a couple of times in Golden State, but one bad time, that's when he tore his Achilles when he came back from an injury that he was out for an extended amount of time, and that shit kind of carried over. In my opinion, yes, Kevin Durant is injury prone. I think he's more prone than Kyrie. That's just me.
More than Kyrie. So I'm gonna go tomorrow. I'm gonna have the numbers on games missed by Kevin Durant for injury compared to other players, and I'm gonna come out and name the other players and ask y'all, do y'all think they injury prone?
Compares to who? What players are you comparing them to, though?
So get to players that played the same length of time that he did or similar.
Okay.
And I'm gonna do how games missed. Like I might say, do you think LeBron is injury prone? And I'll have his games missed. Okay, so if hypothetically speaking, because I don't have the numbers in front of me, let's say Kevin Durant missed 5 more games than LeBron did over the course of their career. Will you change your opinion on Kevin Durant?
That's not true. I know for sure it's more. It's more than 5 games.
I said hypothetically.
It's been seasons.
Oh my. Okay. I'm not saying it's not. This is a hypothetical. It can be anybody. Maybe it's Jimmy Butler. I don't know. I'm giving you a hypothetical. I'm saying if I prove you wrong, will you admit that you're wrong? That's all I'm asking. It doesn't have to be LeBron.
But no, you just said LeBron and KD. That was the comparison.
That was before that. I said hypothetically speaking.
But it has. Let
me try to make this in layman terms, bro. We're gonna have to get a number. X is gonna be a number where we say if you've missed X amount of games over your career, then you will be considered injury prone. Whatever that X number is that fair to say?
He's played 800. He's played 884 games in his career.
Kevin Durant.
Yeah, so just subtract how many seasons he's been in. Shit,
that's all I'm trying to do is get a comparison. Just like me, if it comes to find out that he is injury prone, I don't have no problem with saying I was wrong. KD is injury prone. All I'm asking you is the opposite. If it comes to find out based on the numbers that he's not injury prone, are you willing to say I was wrong? He's not injury prone.
No.
If not, then we we're just we can just stop wasting our time then.
The numbers are not gonna match up. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I know the numbers already. I know them.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, that's fine, bro. What's your play for today?
No. This is good content. Y'all tripping. This is good content, man.
But if somebody's gonna just say no, then what's the X number? How can you say no? We haven't even come up with a number that determines whether you're injury prone or not.
No, you said if I get LeBron James games that he missed,
he's still on LeBron James. Does anybody understand the point that I'm trying to say? Like,
we don't. Because who are you trying to compare him to for his injuries? Who are you trying to compare him to?
Coach, do you understand what I'm saying, Coach? Coach, do you understand what I'm saying?
I understand what both of y'all are trying to say.
No, I'm not talking about both of y'all. I'm not talking about both of y'all. Do you understand what I am trying to say?
Yes.
Me personally. Are you sure? Because I think somewhere there has to be a disconnect. Like,
all right, hold on.
Let's move, bro. Let's move.
Because this is good content. We only got one game today, so we good.
The content is not the problem. I just think we're not understanding. I understand completely, but there's definitely a disconnect somewhere with me and Elder. He's not understanding what I'm trying to say.
No, I understand what you're trying to say. You're saying is if I find somebody's numbers that compare to Kevin Durant, would you consider them injury prone?
Not exactly. So I'm saying prior to 2014, 2015 season.
Durant, it's all opinionated because who is to decide who is injured? Like, how many games are you considered injury prone? Like, that's opinionated. There is no number or no year or no seasons. Like LJ might consider 3 seasons injury prone. What if I consider 2 seasons? How many seasons do you consider? So it's all opinionated at the end of the day, unless we finna all agree upon a set number of seasons or games that considers players injury prone.
Well,
unless somebody go tell me something different.
2014 he had a foot fracture. 2016 he had 2014 he had a foot fracture in Oklahoma. Which,
but how many games did he miss?
Hold on, man. You gotta let me finish, dude. Come on. Though the first foot surgery couldn't have gone better, in increased soreness and led to Kevin Durant go through a second operation, and that sidelined him for the rest of the season. That's 2014. It doesn't give an example.
The rest of the season. It don't tell you how many games he missed. That's what I'm saying.
Well, we just gonna say
he missed the whole season.
2016 knee injury, and in Kevin Durant's first year in the Warriors, he sustained a grade 2 MCL sprains and a tibular bruise to his left knee. Durant missed 19 games that were going to win the 2017 finals. 2019 Achilles injury. During Houston playoffs, Durant suffered a calf injury that took him out for 9 games. He will return in the finals against the Raptors, but the game would have.
We're arguing about health when nobody said that LJ said that they weren't healthy.
Kevin Durant, 2021.
Go ahead, man.
Who you talk to, Marley? J.O.? Say what?
Yeah. Tell Moneyline we on. Not my. I'm finna say Moneyline just called me. I'm finna send him.
If J.O. want to chime in, J.O. got to get on. Well, he don't got to get on.
He can hear you. He can hear you. He's watching the show. He's watching the show with us right now, sitting next to me.
Yeah, he need to get on then.
Coach say you need to get on, dog.
Or sit behind your camera so we can hear you. Like y'all niggas going back and forth, jumping through.
I'm gonna mute my bad. I'm gonna mute my mic when I talk to that nigga. I got you.
Nah, because I'm just saying, y'all saying so much that it's hard to moderate and answer questions and stuff.
I just think this shit is.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are talking about and reviewing the Bucks versus the Milwaukee versus the Nets series, ladies and gentlemen. All right.
Please,
the question,
because I don't understand.
Somewhere in the mix.
LJ, let me clear it up. LJ thinks that somebody said that the Bucks weren't going to be, the Nets were going to be injured or some kind of shit like that. He's arguing a point that nobody fucking said anything about. That's one. And then now we're on who the fuck is injury prone and who the fuck is not fucking injury prone. So I don't even know where the fuck we're at in the conversation no more, because we're arguing about some shit that it's one, fucking opinionated. That's one. Two, he's arguing a point that I never challenged. I never said that he said that the Nets weren't or gonna be healthy. LJ did say they're not healthy. And he did say he doesn't expect them to be healthy. So I never argued against that point. He did say those things before the series started. That's why he picked the Bucks. He made it clear. We went into a long argument on his show right before game 1 about why he picked the Bucks. And injury was part of his reasoning for taking the Bucks. I never discredited that. The only thing I said was I personally believe if they were healthy, they would have beat them. Anybody can disagree with that. That's fine. Now we're talking about Kevin Durant versus who the fuck ever and injury prone and some other shit when, like, that's not what I said, nor did I disagree with what he said. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you this. Hold on. So let me ask you this. Do you think Kevin Durant is injury prone? Yes or no?
I don't. Now, if you read off to me a bunch of shit that says otherwise, I will clearly say he probably is injury prone. But off the top of my head, thinking about his career, I know he had the foot fracture in like OKC, and he missed some time, and he missed some time in Golden State, but he didn't miss full season. For the most part of his career, I like to think he was healthy. Now, I'm willing to admit I don't have these numbers in front of me, so I can't be proven otherwise. And I said that earlier. So, and just like he said, Kyrie is injury prone. I agree. I do think Kyrie is injury prone. So I didn't disagree there. James Harden, for the most part of his career, he's been relatively healthy. We had him in Houston. That's the only things I said. So, I mean, I don't know what the disagreement is. I guess with KD being injury prone, but like I'm not hard stuck on that. Like maybe he is. I think he's not. But I don't.
13 seasons, 82 games. Right. That's 1,066 games. Out of that, he's played 884. He's missed 182 games. So that he's missed two. He's missed 2 seasons.
So so it's like 80 something percent probably. So can we say like 80 something percent? 800 out of 800 out of 1,100 has to be like 80, 70 something percent, right?
This is just regular season games. This ain't including playoffs.
I mean, if he's played in 80% of the games of his career, to me that's relatively healthy.
That's about 20%.
That's what the number is.
He's missed about 20% of his career.
So he's played 80% of his career. In my opinion, I would like to say that's relatively healthy. If that's what the number says. If it drops to like 60, 70, then maybe we can say he's injury prone. But if you're going to tell me he played 80% of the games in his career, then I'm going to lean toward relatively healthy. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe 80% is too low. I don't know. I don't know what the number should be. 75, 70, I don't know. Y'all tell me.
I would say after 2014, since 2014, 2015, he's been injury prone. Because majority of his misses.
I can see that. I mean, we get older. You get hurt more when you get older.
When y'all was when y'all asked me that, I was gonna say in the last couple of seasons, I would consider his ass injury prone.
Do we consider LeBron injury prone? Because the last couple of seasons he's been hurt.
No, I wouldn't.
But we don't, right? I'm not gonna.
I wouldn't.
That's fine.
I wouldn't. I mean, I wouldn't consider him injury prone. I can look up.
He was hurt this year. I think he got hurt last year too, if I'm not mistaken.
That was the year.
So the last 2 years he been hurt.
That was the year before.
Nah, he got hurt last year. He missed some games last year.
Not that many. Not compared to
before the bubble
when he first got.
I mean, when Kevin Durant missed games, what nobody saying like he ain't missed that many. You didn't hear me say that. He missed games.
So
man, listen, come on, man. LJ, what's your play on the Hawks game, man? We never gave LJ play. I don't think he never broke his thing down.
That's tomorrow, actually.
I thought the Hawks play today.
No, that's tomorrow. I told you that.
Oh shit! You probably said that when I couldn't hear you then.
Yeah, or maybe I told you that.
Oh shit! When I was putting the lines in, huh?
Yeah, they play tomorrow. Hold on, but
okay.
Hold on.
I told y'all before the show came on. I'm drunk, so.
Yeah, you are.
I told you that before the show came on. just had like 6 margaritas. Talking business with my partner.
Man, 6? I'll be hot right now.
I'm hot. I'm sweating.
You're out of there. Where the comments at, bro? Ain't nobody on the comments?
Not since earlier, because they probably got tired of us talking about the same shit.
So Kyrie Irving, 10 seasons, 82 games. You know that. Do the math. 1082, and he's only played 505. He's only played 500 and so games. And subtracted comes out to 238. So he's missed.
Well, we all agree that nigga is injury prone. He's definitely injury prone. There was never an argument there. I think we all were in agreement on Kyrie. I think the only disagreement was Kevin Durant. I think we all agree that James Harden relatively has been healthy for his career. I can't think of too many times he's been hurt.
I think at this point, I would consider Kevin Durant at this point of his career, he's injury prone.
That's fine.
In the series that they lost, who did they lose to? Toronto. He was hurt twice. He had 2 different injuries twice, or was it just the Achilles? And he just
it was his calf too. It was his calf.
But it was the calf that led to the Achilles because you know what I'm saying. He tried to gut it out.
That's injury prone, bro.
Because look, this is my point about it.
That's what I'm saying. My thing with you saying that is this. I'm not saying he's not injury prone. I'm saying if you're going to say he's injury prone based off like a year or 2 with the Warriors, then I can say LeBron is injury prone. He got hurt this year, last year, and damn near the year before that, if I can remember correctly.
We're not saying that we're
That's all
basing it just on when it was when he was with the Warriors. We're not basing it on that.
No, you're not saying that. Coach just said verbatim out of his mouth, based on the last couple of years, I would say he's injury prone. You didn't say that, but Coach damn sure just did.
But me and you, I'm
saying that's fine. I'm saying that's fine. I can agree with that. But if we are going to say that, then we're going to say everybody over the last 2 to 3 years that's been hurt is injury prone, not just him. That's what I'm saying.
You can't say that though.
Can we talk about the game,
You're changing the object. You're changing the argument.
How can we say that about one person, but we can't say it about the next person? I'm not changing the argument.
We're talking about over Kevin Durant's career. We're not talking about over
but that's not what the coach said. You are. Yes, LJ, that's what you said. Coach,
so why are we even concerned about what Coach said? This is me and you argument. This is me and you.
When he's talking, his opinion.
But he proved to you that over Kevin Durant's career, he has been injured.
No, he didn't. He said 80% of the games he's played. That's relatively healthy in my book.
But he still had surgery. He had more than 4 surgeries throughout his career.
Right.
Which cost him time missed.
I guess. So what the fuck does that mean? He's played 80% of the games. That's all I'm saying. So somebody that played 80% of the games. You're trying to compare somebody who still has a game. I'm not comparing nobody to nobody. I'm saying a motherfucker that played 80% of his games is relatively healthy. I don't care who you compare him to. I'm not comparing him to nobody. I'm saying Coach just said the nigga played 80% of his career. I'm saying that's relatively healthy to me. That's what I'm saying. We're not comparing him to nobody. Take the comparisons away. I'm saying if you do something 80% of the time, then you're relatively healthy. That's what I'm saying.
But in the last 5, 6 years.
And you can tell me he had 7 surgeries, 15 surgeries. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying the nigga playing regardless. 80% of his time. So I don't care. Because you know what? When he go out there and play, you know what they're going to say? Oh, you're not hurt. Fuck your injury. So the times he's playing that say he injured and he still played, he's not injured. He played. Because you can't use injury as an excuse, right? So, therefore, he played 80% of his career. If you're going to tell me, if I go to work 80% of the time, my boss better not have the audacity to tell me that I'm not there enough. Like, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not good enough.
I don't know about that argument because
I'm not talking about like I know if you miss a day at work, that's not what I'm saying. And we're not gonna get started on my view of society and then versus everybody else's view on society and how motherfuckers want to work all the time and don't get time to do their thing. So I'm not gonna go into that. But what I'm saying is strictly basketball. We can leave it at basketball, bro. You can't tell me a nigga that plays 80% of the time in any sport is not relatively healthy. Come on, bro. In what sport is that not relatively healthy? Tough jobs. Basketball, football, baseball, soccer. A nigga didn't play 10 years and he played 80% of the time. You gonna tell me that's not relatively healthy?
In sports, they will release you from your contract if in the last
if you get hurt. That's not what we arguing about.
Listen, you're not letting me finish, bro. Come on now. We gotta debate, right? Listen, your ass. That's like me working at Coca-Cola or anywhere for 10 years, but in the last 5 years, even sports is worse. If you've been to contribute to the team for the last 10 years, but in the last
we're arguing contribution, or are we arguing how are you relatively healthy? I'm not arguing his contribution, whether he deserves to get let go or not. We're arguing, is he relatively healthy or not? That's the only argument. So what you've done for me lately is not the argument. If you suck lately, then yeah, you get fired. That's not the argument. The argument is if you played 80% of the time, are you relatively healthy? That's it.
But if a nigga has missed, but out of those 182 games that you missed in the last 5 seasons, 160 of those come from in the last 5 seasons, bro. Your contract is gonna be over. They're gonna release you, and you know what the label and the media is gonna be, and the label when you go to free agency is gonna be, he's injured.
Okay, fair. Coach, did I not say fair? So if you're gonna say that, then anybody that's been injured in the last 2-3 years consecutively, we can say that about anybody. Did I not say that? That applies. What you just said applies for everybody, right? Not just Kevin Durant. Unless I'm wrong. That's a special Kevin Durant rule that only if Kevin Durant is hurt in the 2-3 years, then he's injury prone, or does that work for everybody? If LeBron, or let's not use LeBron, boys get sensitive about LeBron. If
Kawhi,
okay. Well, I think we can all agree that Kawhi kind of injury prone, right?
Anthony Davis.
I think he's injury prone. Let's find somebody that's not injury prone.
So out of the top 5 players in the league, out of the top 5 players in the league, who would you consider not injury prone?
Let's say,
was Brian Cushion injury prone?
No, let's stick to the question. Out of the top 5 players that y'all feel that are in the NBA, the best 5, who would you consider not injury prone?
Yeah, that nigga said Brian Cushion. Let's say, I gotta think.
Who's in the last top players?
Let's say, can we all agree that Dame is not injury prone? I don't know Dame's history though.
No, Dame is not injury prone.
He's not.
He's not.
So if Dame gets hurt 3 years in a row, does that change his injury prone tag status?
Yes.
Right. Okay, that's all. Yeah, damn it, that's what I'm saying. Coach, when you said Kevin Durant in the last 2 to 3 years he can't be considered injury prone, my reply was, okay, then that applies to everybody. And that's when I said, well, LeBron been hurt for 2 or 3 years. If y'all want to say he wasn't, that's not my point. I just brought up LeBron. I'm saying anybody. But can
we tell you the reason for LeBron you can't use him? Because his age, he's been playing 18 years.
LeBron, bro. Okay,
so give me somebody else. Give me somebody else.
Give you anybody else. The point is anybody that's been hurt for 2 to 3 consecutive years.
I disagree that you cannot give me anybody else, because if you can back up your statement, you will have facts.
I'm just not about to look it up right now. It's not like we were prepared.
That's what I'm saying. Well, you can do your homework and come back and tell me.
Oh my God.
Because I told but I've already told you that I already have the numbers, and Kevin Durant is injury prone, considered all the games that he missed.
80% is not injury prone. Last 3, if you want to
can play your games and still be injured. You can still play.
Argue with niggas that's like this talking, bro. I can't do it.
For real. Because you don't come with no facts, Marley. You want to talk and give your opinion, but I bring facts, bro. Numbers. You don't.
Mic check.
Right. When you play, you're not injured because you're playing.
Marley,
because when you lose, they gonna tell you.
We already know Embiid is injured, right? We know Embiid is injured, but he's still playing, right?
How can you play if you're injured?
Embiid is playing.
I play sports. I know how it works. I watch the program. Either you're hurt or you're injured. Coach, you seen the program. Either you're hurt or you're injured. If you're hurt, your ass can play. If you're injured, you can't. So if you're injured, you don't play. Can we move on, bro?
Hold on. Unfortunately, when it comes to sports, your later part of your years, the last recent years, the last 2 to 3 to 5 years, overshadows.
I agreed with that already. I'm saying the rule that you're saying applies to everybody. Not just Kevin Durant.
It does apply. You keep saying 2 to 3.
Kevin Durant rule.
Bro. You keep saying 2 to 3 seasons. I'm saying 5 to 6 seasons because his injury downward spiral didn't start till 2014. So majority of those 80% of the games he's played throughout his career.
I didn't disagree with that. All I said was whatever you're saying now, Coach, applies for everybody.
No, it doesn't. That's what we're disagreeing about. It doesn't.
LJ, why doesn't it? Why? Let's hear
because, bro, if you I just named off the players that have been injured throughout these 5 seasons, right? You say 5 seasons.
I don't argue.
That's why the NBA is low managing, because these players are injury prone. Why do you think we have low management? The only person that doesn't low manage is LeBron James. And that's the argument I'm trying to make. But if that's what y'all don't want to hear, that's not what y'all want to hear. Out of the top 5 players in the league right now, they are all injury prone besides LeBron James.
LeBron James.
The nigga that got hurt. He got hurt, but we're not going to count him. Besides LeBron James.
I did count him. I did. I say top 5.
Hey, keep my mic muted until we move on, dog. Because I can't argue no shit like that.
Just like you can argue the fact that Brooklyn lost because he got hurt. That's what you're arguing, though. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, you don't want to argue the fact that Brooklyn, the only reason why they lost is because they got hurt.
Oh, this shit crazy, man. Can we people in the chat don't even want to hear this shit no more, man. People in the chat, bro, I've been trying to move on, chat people.
All right, bro. Well, shit.
Niggas want to talk about stupid shit. So, keep talking about the stupid shit.
Way I look at it, all content. All content is good content. You made LJ lead the show, man.
Oh, LJ got mad or something?
Y'all niggas tripping.
What?
You made LJ
crazy.
LJ left the show.
I didn't make him leave. Niggas make sense. This is why you mad that you leave? So mad that you leave? That's crazy.
Yeah,
like, that's crazy. You left. That shit is beyond me, bro.
Oh man.
I'm not mad.
It's not even that serious. That's why I've been trying to move on. I already could tell boys just getting in their feelings and want to argue. It's not that serious. And
hey,
I wasn't even, I kept trying to tell him, I'm not even I was trying to give him credit, bro. You did say the Nets are injury prone, and that's why you picked the Bucks. I just feel like if they were healthy, they would have won. It's simple. It's not, I don't even think there's nothing to debate about.
What was y'all's argument? What was the?
That's what it started about, because I said, I feel like if the Nets was healthy, they would have beat the Bucks. And I couldn't say that. That's what you can't say that. Like,
Queen.
Bro.
Queen. Hey, listen, our motto, Queen. You look on our bio or anything, it's barbershop talk. This is how the barbershop get down sometimes. Sometimes it get heated.
I don't understand that. That's like walking out the door.
I don't know. You gotta call it. That's your boy. You gotta. I'm not saying that's your boy. Like that ain't like I don't fuck with him.
I know.
I fuck with LJ. I met LJ through you, but that's something y'all gonna have to hit him up afterwards and be like, bro, now let's talk off air. Let's get it started.
It's not even that. It's sports talk, bro. Like, I'm not doing that shit. Listen. Yeah, like, I don't give a fuck about KD. I don't have no feelings for this nigga. Nigga don't pay none of my bills.
Can I say this?
Yeah.
At this 13-year career right now, would you consider him injury prone? Come on, dog.
KD
Durant, yes.
No. But if you want to tell me, if you want to say the last 4 years, would you consider him injury prone? I can tell you, yeah. He been hurt. But as an overall, I feel like overall, somebody that played 80% of their career, I don't think he's injury prone. But that's okay. It's a fucking opinion. Like, it's okay. It's okay for you to think that he's not, bro. It's fine, bro.
If he was injured in the beginning of his career, he wouldn't have made it this far. So I'm speaking from a front office standpoint that if they look at niggas will still scoop them up,
but no, I agree with what you were saying.
And then as surgeries, the amount of surgeries, there is a limit. We do have to research this. The amount of surgeries that you have from sports. There's a number. There is a number out there that if you have had X how many surgeries from injuries, you're considered injury prone, and people will stay away from you, and or it will affect your contract negotiators when it comes to players like LeBron and fucking Kevin Durant. Now, if y'all ask me, is LeBron James injury prone? I'm gonna say no, dog, because he just out of 18 years. I've only known him to miss an extended amount of games in the last 3 seasons. The first year he got with the Lakers, he was out for the second half, and
He
then
was
this
out.
past season,
He been hurt with the Lakers like 3 out of the last 4 years, bro. Real shit. Niggas want to say he's not injured based off early in his career, which I agree with. But my point was, what your point was, I agree with you, Coach. If you want to say
5 6 years
here recently, his KD injury prone, I can agree with you. My only point with that was, if we're gonna look at everybody based off the last, or if we're gonna look at KD based off the last 3 years, then everybody that's been hurt over the last 3 consecutive years should be considered injury prone, not just KD. He said I couldn't say that. Fine, no, I have no problem with that. I'm saying it's an opinion. You have an opinion.
For
if
that,
you say I can't.
For that, and my whole beef with that is that you can't consider anybody injury prone or not injury prone based off of 2 to 3 seasons. You can't do that.
No. So when
that's a short amount of time.
I'm not saying based off 2 or 3 seasons.
No, I know, but during that whole deal, a lot of your argument that you were talking about was in the last 2 to 3 seasons.
No, that's what you said, because you said over the last couple seasons he's been hurt.
Now you get technical. Couple is 2 to 3, but I'm talking about 2014. When I first got on and started reading the stats, it says 2014 is when his downward spiral started. That's 7 years ago. That's half your career.
I mean, I don't know what they're saying, but all I'm saying is the man played 1,100 games and missed 800. That's 80% of the games. To me, that's relatively healthy. If you want to go into details in between what did happen, what didn't happen, when he hurt, what he hurt, whatever. All that still means he played 80% of his games. And to me, which is just an opinion, that's relatively healthy. That's my argument.
When people speak injury prone, they don't talk about little nicks here or little pulls. They typically refer to surgeries.
Right.
How many surgeries has this nigga had? Oh, he's injury prone. Like, i.e., if a nigga say me right now, you're injury prone, just in life period, I'm gonna have to agree. You're right, nigga, because in the last 6, 7 years, nigga, I done had about 4 surgeries already. So, nigga, I'm injury prone just off of stupid shit. You feel me? But yeah, man, make sure to give him a call after this show. Chop it up with him and hit him at the JO league. You know, you can't have light skinned niggas around when you trying to.
Maybe. I don't know. I feel kind of way. I feel a couple of ways about that. Like,
nah, nigga. Nah, nigga. Get that's that stubborn part of T. That's that stubborn part of T.
No, hold on. I'm gonna can I explain my position? Can I explain?
You explained it. I saw your position just now.
No, I'm saying on my position on why I will or won't call him.
You shouldn't even be explaining why you won't call him.
I'm going to explain why I won't.
Marley. I love you to death. You my boy.
Man, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. I'm fucking talking about this shit on this shit.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. All right.
No, I'm not gonna say nothing personal. I'm saying on my overall viewpoint on this kind of situation, period. Like, I consider that some bitch shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we boys, bro. Like, we boys, we partners. It's no animosity. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's no need to be mad over some fucking sports debate shit, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's my point. Like,
so with that,
not personally mad. We can argue and go back and forth, bro. It's like it's barbershop talk. It's sports talk. That's cool.
With that being said, you're saying you're gonna call him after the show and like, hey, bro, let's talk about this and dead it now. Because if you don't, and it lingers, by definition, that's bitch shit.
I think that's a good idea.
That's what females do. It's like, yo, we just have an issue.
Hanging up the phone is what females do.
But you kind of saying before this, you said I'm probably not. I don't shit like that. I won't call him. I probably won't call him. Call that man after this. Can we agree on that?
I'm not mad, bro. I have no animosity, bro. I don't even understand.
All right. So tonight we only got one. We only got one. Good thing I did jump on this show. Cause y'all niggas, you would have been doing a show by yourself if this argument would have been going down. Man, I can't believe he left, but it is what it is. Hey, all right, man.
I didn't think it was that serious.
We got the LA Clippers taking on the Phoenix Suns. This line opened up in favor of the Suns -6. Right now, that line's at -4.5. The total opened up at 224. Right now, it's at 223. Some spots you can get at 222.5 right now. The LA Clippers, they're 55-31 on the year, 47-31-2 against the spread, while the Phoenix Suns, they are 60-23 on the year, 51-30-2 against the spread. This is game 2 right now. The Suns do own the series. They won the first half by 3 points Sunday. And then the third quarter, they were tied. They both scored 29 points each. And in the fourth quarter, the Suns ran away with it by 6 points. They won that quarter by 27-21. So this is a kind of close. Last game was a close game. I didn't even watch it because I didn't even know it was on. Get to these quick actual factions. The Clippers, they are 4-1 against the spread in the last 5 games. The overs hit 5 out of the last 6. They're 4-1 straight up in the last 5 games. 14-6 against the spread in the last 20 games against Phoenix. 16-4 straight up in the last 20 games against Phoenix. The over, is that LJ?
I don't know. I got it. Oh, my boy back.
What's
LJ,
up?
Please tell me.
What's up, LJ?
Did the line disconnect?
No, I had to do something for my wife, man.
I can't see y'all.
Oh, man, because we thought you left because you was in your feelings or something.
No, man. I'm
Clippers,
just saying.
3 straight up in the last 11 games.
I'm like, hell no, man. I know LJ not mad about. We just talking sports. I know he not mad. Like mad.
Nah, bro. I had to do something for my wife.
All right, that's a bit. So we on the Clipper game. Go ahead, Coach. We just jumped on the Clipper game, LJ.
If he just said something, I can't hear him right now.
Nah, he said he had to do something for his wife.
The Clippers are 4-1 against the spread in the last 5 games in the Western Conference. They're 9-4 against the spread in the last 13 games against the Pacific Division opponent. Phoenix Suns 8-0 against the spread in the last 8 games. The overs hit 4 out of the last 6. They're 8-0 straight up in the last 8 games. 18-2 straight up in the last 20 games when playing at home, but they're 3-8 straight up in the last 11 games when playing at home against the Clippers. 5-0 against the spread in the last 5 games this season. 8-0 against the spread in the last 8 games against the Western Conference opponent. And the overs hit 4 out of the last 6 when played in the month of June. Injury reports right now, the big question is Morris going to be playing for the Clippers right now? He is probable. He'll probably be game time decision. As far as the Suns, we all know that Chris Paul is not playing for this game. Phoenix Suns versus Clippers. Take it away, Marley.
I see a lot of Clippers in the chat. Where did that come? Where did that come from? Where did all you Clipper fans come from? Been doing this shit for a while, and I don't remember seeing you guys. But so I made let me go to my opinion bets because I think I made 2 plays on anything. So I'm definitely on the over. Was it 224? If I'm not mistaken. Last game went to 234. Are you laughing at me, Coach?
I'm laughing at Queen. Go ahead.
All right, so I'm on. I think it's 222. The last game went to a total was at 234, if I'm not mistaken. 124 to 110. I think that was the final score for the first game. 234. So I think the scoring definitely will continue. I don't think they're going to contain Booker. I saw Jalen said, like, not going to lie, if they can contain Booker, Clips can win. Well, they haven't contained any of the stars that they played. Luka went wild. Not Jalen, but Money Making Mitch. Mitch was going wild till he got hurt. So I'm not confident that they can contain Booker. That's one. Morris was in foul trouble. I see that. If they keep putting Booker on him, he will continue to be in foul trouble. I don't know if that's what they was doing because I missed some of that game, but if that's what they was doing, that's terrible. But Ty Lue, I'm starting to give him a lot of praise. I really didn't think he was all that as of a coach, and it was kind of maybe more LeBron his time in Cleveland. But it's Clipper series, man. I got to admit, he's been making all the right adjustments each game. Each series, I will say. I won't say each game, but each series he's been making the necessary adjustments. But I'm still necessarily with Coach. I still feel the same way about this Clipper team. They're basically an AAU team in the NBA. I don't know what their offensive game plan is other than be a superstar and get a couple threes from the role players. And I just don't really like that. I know Chris Paul being out is huge for the Suns. But we all know how I feel about the Clippers. So for one, my recommended play is definitely the over 222, and I'm all over Suns minus the 4.5 here. I think I took money line, but I'm gonna recommend 4.5. I took both plays, I know for sure. But I money line the parlay. We'll get into that on a $5 come up. But my Suns minus 4, Suns over 222.5. That's what I got for today.
All right, that's what you took. What you got? Because it's over. It's 223 right now, and it's 4.5 right now. So you just want to add those points?
Yeah, I'm gonna take the over. I still recommend that 223 over.
All right. And minus 4.5 for the full game, right?
Yes.
All right, bet. LJ, Suns Clippers, game 2. What you got?
Mic check. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
Clear.
Awesome. Obviously the Suns, they drew first blood. We saw that. Booker 40-point triple-double. Suns won 8 straight, bro. 5-1 at home in the playoffs. I mean, they hot right now, bro. They young, they hungry. You know.
Hey, LJ, can I ask you a question real quick?
Yo.
I meant to throw this out there when I was doing my thing. The Clippers have lost the first 2 games in every game of the series, right?
This playoffs, yeah.
I mean, every game of the playoffs.
Yeah. Game 1 and 2, yeah.
Do you think that does that play into your decision?
No, because even if I'm picking the Suns to win, but I don't think the Clippers can come back because the Suns are a different team. They play defense, man, and they got confidence, bro. And Booker on a mission, bro. He's been overlooked so long as a superstar that now he has his platform to show it and perform, and he's taking full advantage of it, bro. And I love it because I like Devin Booker. I think he can lead them, bro. But I don't know about Chris Paul being out. I mean, I'm picking them to win tonight because it's at home. I don't think they need him. But when they go to LA, they're going to need Chris Paul for at least one of those games, if not both. So as far as the Clippers side, man, I mean, without Kawhi, I just think they're too much wounded, supposed to Phoenix being without Paul. Because Paul George, if he give you 34, you see what I'm saying? Reggie Jackson gave you 24 last game. They combined for 45 shots between 2 people, both playing 40 minutes. So eventually that is going to run dry. You see what I'm saying? And Marcus Morris, 3 of 11 from the 3-point line. You know what I'm saying? That ain't going to work. Batum, 37 minutes, 5 points. That ain't going to work. So Ty Lue need to make some adjustments. And to be honest with you, until Kawhi come back, I don't see too much none he can do, man, because the Suns are giving you points from everywhere. They had 6 players in double figures last game. 6 players. So if you get contributions from all that ammo, there's no way you're going to beat them, especially if Booker giving you 40. And I told you that this is personal for him because he doesn't like Paul George.
Right.
So Booker is a savage, bro, and he is having a legendary playoff series. So I expect him to do the same tonight. So to get to my play, the Clippers' last 5 games without Kawhi Leonard, the total has averaged 236. The Suns' last 3 games without Chris Paul, averaged 236 as the total. So what ain't broke, don't fix. So official play, first half, over 111.5. Full game, over 222.5. Suns minus the 4. Full game booking.
What's the first half total right now?
111.5.
111.5 first half.
I like that. I like that first half play.
And 223. And you like
I might
Suns minus the 4, right? 4.5 or 4?
4.5.
Yeah, they'll beat them by more than that.
I think I like that first half play. I might ride with you on that.
Man over 22.5 points, 320. Yeah. How many did he have last game? Because it's tough. How many did the man have last game?
Who?
Man. Yeah.
I think he had like 7.
Last game, yeah. What he did in Game 7 versus the Jazz, very rare for somebody with not a lot of experience like him. So I don't expect good luck on that one. That's definitely, I like that plus, but I don't know about that one. As far as myself, I like the Suns for the first half. I like them for the full game as well. I just think, especially if Morris is out and if Chris Paul is on that sideline, I definitely see this game going the Suns' way, and it could get a double-digit victory. If Paul is on the bench and he's being that player coach, yeah, I expect them to definitely play a better game. And right now, they're showing them, even on the pregame show, they're showing a lot of players walking in with his jersey on. So they definitely trying to do it for CP3.
I don't think he could be on the sideline, though.
Can he? Why not? He's injured. Oh, that's right.
No, he got COVID. He's on FaceTime, though. He be FaceTiming them on the phone. That's what he do.
I don't know why I thought he was out with the shoulder. I forgot he was out with COVID. Yeah. I thought he missed again because I didn't even know Game 1 came on Father's Day. And then when I finally saw it and saw him on Twitter and shit, I'm like, oh, okay, he just decided to stay home and spend Father's Day at the crib and play with the kids or whatever. So I forgot he was out for COVID. I'm thinking it was the shoulder. Anyway, that's not gonna change my pick. I still like the Suns. Booker is on a mission. They do play collectively better as a team. I just think offensively they're just too much for anybody right now. And they're definitely putting on a strong case to win the entire league this year. I mean, the offense that they run, all the cuts, playing off the screens, and Ayton is showing up as well. I like the Suns first half for this one and full game money line. Those are my plays. Is it lottery today?
Yep. The
NBA lottery?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Come on for the game.
All right, J.O. Ask J.O. what he got. He in the back. Who you like?
Who you like today, J.O.?
I ain't going to forget you, my boy.
Yeah. Suns -4?
4.5, big dog.
4.5. He say Suns -4.5. Booker been cooking.
See, now this scares me. This scares me because we all like the Suns and
everybody's on the Suns, huh?
Yeah, I don't like that.
It ain't gonna matter. The Clippers don't have enough, man. You two people scoring 30 and 20 points. They have nobody else. Like Batum got to get you at least 20. Morris got to get you at least 20 for them to even keep up. They have nobody else that's going to contribute. And Phoenix at home. Now, when Kawhi come back in LA, then Lou can make some adjustments and see what it do. But in Phoenix right now, bro, they cooking, bro. If you walk out there, that ground's sizzling hot. It's 100-some degrees out there, nigga. They on fire, bro. I'm telling you, they on fire out there, dog.
I know I'm finna ride with you on this first half. I think I'm finna take first quarter Phoenix. But I'm probably gonna stay away.
Do that.
I'm gonna do first.
I can't do that.
Hey, I've been good on them first quarter. But I'm gonna chill. But I'm gonna ride with that 1-11 over 1-11.5 though.
What's the spread right now? Because I'm trying to do 10 units. I was just gonna do first half and call it a day.
First half 2.5.
No, first quarter. First quarter. I mean, what's
2?
First quarter spread -2.
Yep. I don't never do the spread though. First quarters, I fucking money line all my first quarters.
All right. Let me send this bread off real quick.
That's just me though. I'm gonna take that over 1-11 though. I really like that.
Give me 1 second. 1 second. All right, what y'all thinking? Let's get to the crowd. See what the crowd talking about real quick before we move on. Hell nah, I'm on Clippers. Let my ass off win or lose. Yeah, I know I hate the Clippers, but I got a feeling they got action today. I still bought Damn, Queen be buying them teasers,
Queen
boy.
be buying
9.5.
she fucking stupid points.
Clippers play nice first Q. All right, real quick. Props. Any good prop bets out there?
Oh yeah, I got a couple.
Go ahead, LJ.
Going back to the well, DeAndre Ayton over 16.5 points, minus 114. Book.
How many he had last game? Do you know?
I'm checking right now. He had to have at least 15, 16. He had 20.
20.
Yeah. So I'm looking at probably 17, 18. He ain't got to get 20, but
Oh wait,
get you 17.
The Clippers don't got no big man.
Yeah, they have no rim protector. Who's he gonna eat?
That's smart.
Offensive rebounds. You see what I'm saying? Putbacks.
Minus 103. I'm looking at it. I'm jumping on it.
So book down. Right. I'm also taking Booker. I'm gonna try to ride with it over 131.5. I think he'll get over 32 points. He may not, but hey, I'm gonna take it anyway. Just
31.5.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it.
Fucking points.
Hey, it's all good. I might not hit it, but far as the Clippers, these are money plays. Reggie Jackson over 2.5 threes. He didn't hit this prop 12 out of the last 13 games. Minus 204. Hit that.
Wait, say that again.
How much? Minus how much?
204.
Say that again.
Reggie Jackson over 2.5 3-pointers. He has hit 12 out of the last 13 games.
I'll parlay it.
He had at least 3 3-pointers.
Paul
George over 3.5, minus 110. Because they're gonna have to shoot threes to keep up. They don't shoot mid-range. If y'all notice, the Clippers gotta shoot threes. They shot 23s the last game. So what makes you think they're not gonna do that this game? They probably have to shoot more. So I'm thinking Paul George will get over 3.5 3-pointers made. So those are my 2 props for the Clippers.
All right. You got any more or just that's it?
No, that's it.
So I'm gonna follow you on the Aiden prop, and I have Jay Crowder over 2.5 threes.
What's that line?
That's minus 135.
I like
over
that.
the last 5 games. He's made in order 3, 2, 4, 3, 3. So it's only been 1 game he didn't hit 3. I also am on Jay Crowder. So normally I do Crowder when I take his 3-point prop. I need him to get 3 threes, so I always go check his point prop. 3 threes is 9 points. His point prop is at 11.5, so that's only 3 more points. So over the last 5 games, he's had 13, 9, 14, 11, 14. I just need him to hit 11. So he's only not gotten it 1 time over the last 5 games. So those are the 2 that I'm on. And I added LJ's Aiden prop, 16.5 points. I like that. That's it for the prop.
All right. Y'all doing the MLB?
I have
started.
Yeah, I mean, I got the Stros today, and I think that might be the only MLB play I got. Hold on, give me 1 second.
Yeah, your ass was spot on with that Rangers. Just I ain't gonna lie.
Ooh, that Rangers, and I took first 5, and
I took the Rangers yesterday too,
over
Oakland. You took the Rangers over Oakland.
Hell yeah,
yeah. I took Gibson. Yeah, I took Gibson. Yeah.
Hell right, hit that motherfucker.
Yeah, my
goddamn right.
I'm gonna tell you who the hottest team in the MLB right now, bro.
Who is that?
It's a couple of them. It's the Giants and the Astros, bro.
Astros. Well, Padres on them.
Padres, because they playing the Dodgers. I stayed away from that one. But I'm gonna tell you, put your money on tonight. The Mariners, the Rockies are on the road.
I'm checking right now.
They only have 9 wins on the road. Take the Mariners over the Rockies tonight. And if you want to add another one, you can add the Brewers over Arizona because the Diamondbacks snapped their 17-game losing streak last night against Milwaukee. So they're going to be looking for blood. So they're going to come back and smack up the Diamondbacks tonight. So take the Brewers run line.
So yeah, my baseball plays are just Astros, and
they are
Mariners.
1-0, I think, right now. 1 or 2. Let me see.
Astros and Mariners were my two.
They 1-0.
I threw the Yankees with Garrett Cole on a parlay, but my baseball plays were Astros and Mariners.
I really hate that we got rid of Springer, man, or that he chose to leave. Had we kept that boy, man, we would have been on our way back.
We got 2 players on our squad that you cannot strike out, bro. You can't strike out Brantley, and you can't strike out Alvarez, bro. Those 2, you can't strike them out. They're going to get a hit. That's why we're so good, because we got bats.
Big bats.
Man, I'm going to go to a game soon.
I want to, too. I'm going to take my kids.
For real, it's just too damn hot.
Woo. Man, take your kids to the baseball game. Them niggas will be in it for the first 3 innings. After that, I'm ready to go.
Oh, yeah. I don't plan on staying the whole game. I personally don't plan on staying the whole game. So it's just for, the experience. Not even really.
As long as they got their phones, they good if they got their phone.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's my kid.
Yeah. True.
Yeah,
so I remember when I was at Parks, when I was young, elementary Parks and Recreation, they used to take field trips and shit. We go to that. We'd be like, man, at the Astrodome, be like, man, this shit boring. As I got older, I take my son and nephew, they be squirming and shit. And the moment I say, y'all ready? Hell yeah, let's go. But, open mic, man, what y'all got? I think Queen talking about the Knights. They play tonight. I saw the Lightning was whooping ass yesterday. I saw it like 6-0 in the second period.
Yeah, I took that run. I took that puck line yesterday.
I didn't take the puck line. I took the money line, man.
Took that puck line. I took that puck line, bro. They be getting ass.
Yeah, I took the money line, bro.
The Lightning gonna win it again, bro. They're gonna be 2-time champions. Yeah, Queen. I think Queen just asked if you take the Mariners.
Yeah, Mariners and Astros.
Yeah, those are 2. But Astros already playing, so she can't take.
Well, yeah, he missed out on the Astros.
Take the Brewers over the Diamondbacks.
The line ain't even gonna be loud.
Hey, let me give out this. Oh man, well, she meant my $5 come up. Where that'll go. Man, I'm ready.
What you got?
I have Phoenix money line. Knights money line. Brazil money line. Y'all missed the Astros. That was my play, but we'll substitute the Astros for the Mariners money line. So we got Suns money line. Brazil soccer Copa money line. Mariners.
Brazil play today?
Go ahead, bro. Yeah, they play tonight. Or they might be finna play in a little bit, actually. They play Colombia.
Oh, yeah, we talked about that shit yesterday. That's right.
Queen said, no, that's not tonight. Am I tripping?
Might be, it's Wednesday. It's Wednesday.
Okay, so don't do that then.
You're going to be waiting on that parlay.
Waiting on that parlay. That's cool. Brazil is like a guaranteed win, so
yeah,
I ain't even tripping on that.
Man,
I probably should have took the -1. Hey, what's the soccer plays tomorrow? Where the fuck did United Dave go?
Yeah, what other plays tomorrow?
He was here earlier.
He said, I'm out. Y'all niggas arguing, I'm out.
Yep, we arguing about stupid shit. I kept telling y'all, stop talking about this shit. United Dave then burned out. Now we ain't got the soccer play. But really, I hit them hoes today on my own. To be honest with you, I just been retaking the same teams. United Dave told us. He started out 14-1. So, United Dave, my God, across the pond. What's the deal?
What's the plays, brother?
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
United Dave got people hitting me up like, what's the soccer plays? Not just you, LJ. Somebody on Facebook, it might have been Jalen. Like, what's the plays for soccer? What United Dave say?
Man,
I think Queen might have said something too. Looking for something. I don't know. I took England today, hit that, but then I thought Croatia and Scotland was gonna draw, and then at halftime it was 1-1. Then Croatia just took off, ended up winning the game 3-1.
Fuck, that sucks. Who playing tomorrow? Spain money line, Germany money line.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, sir. United Dave.
Right now. Let me lock that in right now.
Dave, what's your record right now? Because I know when I was jocking it down,
Spain,
you ended up 14-1. Portugal. France. Oh yeah. Rolando should get one himself.
Hey, that's gonna probably be a good ass game though. France and Portugal.
So how do they do? Their over 1.5? So they do plus 1.5 like baseball.
Nah, there is no spread. Well, most of the time it's not a spread, but sometimes you might, if it's a really good team against a sorry team, you might get a -1.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, for the most part,
they do those stupid ass Asian. I'm not letting get Asians. It's called an Asian bet. When they do like -1.5 and -1. So basically, if you take a bet like that, if it clears, you get half your money or you lose half your money. Some shit like that. Like if you take a bet that's -1.5 or 1, you need them to win by 2 if you want to collect everything. Am I right? Yeah. Am I right? Yeah, he said yeah.
Honestly, I don't know. Well, I don't do those.
Yeah, I just do it anyway.
Asian handicap.
Yeah, I don't play those. United Days say stay away from them shit.
Yeah, because they jank.
I'm straight money line, win or draw.
I ain't gonna lie. Teams like Brazil and the Copa is money taking them Asian lines. Like I do it I only do that shit for teams like Brazil or Barcelona playing a scrub or some shit like that. Yeah, I do that shit.
Yeah.
Everybody else, hell nah.
Bet.
But that's a bet, man. That's our plays for the day. We got an hour and a little bit under an hour and a half to the game tips off. Anybody got anything else they want to cover?
I'm out of there. Yes, sir. Round of 16, right? This the knockout. No, knockout stage. This the round of 16. Yeah.
So what time of games start tomorrow?
Either 2 or 11. I gotta check.
Man,
they typically would go like 11 and 2.
I guess I could check right now.
Like in the morning and then in the afternoon.
And on weekends they'll go like 9 a.m. then 11 and then 2. Some shit.
Right.
Because I've been missing money with the United Dave, huh?
Like a motherfucker.
Man. But I've been riding my baseball plays, though. You gonna take my West Coast parlay tonight? It hit again. I don't know if you know that. I'm telling you.
I stayed away from the Dodgers. I was scared.
You could just hedge. Look. Oakland, Angels, Padres. Oakland, Giants, Dodgers. Just hedge. One of them hoes gonna hit, dog. I'm telling you. I personally think that the Padres on that shit right now. They trying to prove a point, especially in Southern California. Like, yo, we run this shit. We the new young team. Like, I was watching the game last night. Them boys is amped up, man. They doing celebrations when one man score. They giving out chains when you hit a home run. Like, that's what that boy Tatis, he bad boy. But I'm gonna tell you this though. I don't know if y'all know about Ohtani with the Angels. That boy pitching and he be hitting home runs. He in the home run derby. Like for real, this dude is a monster. He be pitching, throwing shit, no strikeouts.
That's an Asian cat, huh?
Yes, Ohtani. Yes, he is the MVP right now, bro. But look, I'm gonna tell you, Giants, Dodgers, Angels, Oakland, Astros. Those are the hottest teams right now. So, wherever you want to put your money on, put your money on that. The Padres are iffy, though. They'll win and then they'll lose. But
Kershaw pitching tonight?
Yeah, I'm going to take the Dodgers because, like I said, if the Dodgers play a 3-game set, they're gonna win 2. They're not going to lose no more than 1. It just depends on the matchup, but usually they're going to win 2 out of those 3 sets. And that's how most of these teams are. You just got to know the pitching, like you put me on to the pitching, so I've been following pitchers.
Exactly.
So I've been doing good in baseball, but I'm definitely gonna get on that soccer tomorrow because United Days. This is the big money.
I don't know, man. I think them Padres want to prove a point against Kershaw. I think them young niggas on their team, they want to light Kershaw ass up. I just think they hungry right now.
I mean, they could win. I'm not saying Padres can't win.
Like they fuck around and sweep this series, and in the next series, whoever they play lose every fucking game, like they did when they played the Cubs.
Yeah, you're right. You're right, because the Astros did that. Remember, the Astros got swept by the Tigers early in the season. Swept. You see what I'm saying?
It might be right getting ready to rain.
Yeah,
well, that's a bet, man. Let's get on out of here, man. Marley, hit them with the hashtag and we get on out of here.
As always, people, like every day, ain't nothing different from today, man. Y'all like, comment, subscribe, come back, tell your people, help us get these views up. You know what I'm saying? And no day is different from any other day. Let's eat Vegas. We out this motherfucker.
Oh, hey, real quick, shout out to everybody. We are now over 200 subscribers on YouTube, man. We appreciate
that, people.
Check it out. Look, we from the bottom, ain't no problems, we gon' make a way. Got no coach on the field, but we making plays. Hey, look.